How's it going, guys? Drip Crypto here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to be talking about PulseChain and Pulsex, where I see it going. Pretty much just a little bit of technical analysis on it and my strategy on it. If you guys like the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and that none of this is financial information. Make sure you guys do your own research before investing any money into the crypto space. But yeah, let's get into it. So pretty much PulseChain and Pulsex, they've been doing really well. The reason being just because, yeah, they've been down due to the whole SEC coming after Richard Hart. But if we look at it on Deck Screener, so this is Pulse, this is Wrapped Pulse compared to DAI. So they both actually have been moving pretty well. So as you can see, we actually broke out. We pretty much broke out because we had this huge drop. This was during the whole SEC nonsense, and you see we came back. We just had a shift in direction. Now we just put a higher low in. Now I'm looking to see if we can actually come back up and retest this 74.54. If we can come back up, test this 74.54, which we did touch, and we can turn it into a support, we can possibly come back up and either retest this 79.30, or we can possibly come back up and hit this 86.33. But PulseChain is actually looking really well. The other reason why PulseChain is actually looking really good is just because we are moving back up. If you look on Deck Screener, with total transactions, this is just due to PulseChain is just a lot cheaper. So in my last video talking about Hex, I was talking about how I was trying to transact some Hex tokens because I had some stakes ending, and if you actually looked, I was paying like $30 to take out Hex. But if I would have took it out on the PulseChain network, it would have only been, I think, I did the little conversion on it, and it was only, if that, $6. Like really, if that, $6. And that was with all 3 or 4 transactions. So it's really not that bad. That's why I was also talking about it. If you guys actually go back into my earlier videos, I was talking about PulseChain. I feel like PulseChain is really going to be beneficial when it comes to the bull market, just because once Ethereum, because what people don't understand is Ethereum's at 1,700, which is still cheap, relatively cheap compared to its all-time high. Its all-time high was pretty much 5,000. More than likely, this bull cycle, Ethereum will reach 10,000 or more. Not financial advice, but more than likely it will reach over 10,000. So if I was paying $40 for a transaction, right? And we're not even in the halving yet, because the halving is not happening until April of next year, right? The bull cycle is not the bull cycle. We're technically about to start entering, but the first phase of it, but we haven't even seen any real price action. So if I'm paying $40 for a transaction and this is during slow network hours, just wait until mid to high bull market. That's why I'm saying, like, overall, PulseChain is going to be a lot cheaper in order to transact on it. So I feel like a lot of people are going to definitely move over to PulseChain just because it's going to be cheaper to transact on it. And it's going to be like, why are you going to pay 60, 70, 100 more than likely for a transaction when you could possibly pay like half that or a quarter of that on PulseChain, right? So that's that. But yeah, pretty much my strategy is still the same. I'm still accumulating a lot. I have about almost 10 million. I'm trying to get at least up to 100 million before the end of this year. I'm gonna do a little more. If this pulls back, if it pulls back right back here, I'm still accumulating even at this spot right now. Like, I'm still accumulating out because, like, what people don't understand is, yeah, you can DCC, which me personally, I was buying in here. I bought in here. You see it pulled back. I could have bought in here, but I didn't. If this comes back and tests this and breaks back below, I'm gonna buy in here. Even if it breaks this and comes back and tests this, I'm gonna buy here. And even if it comes back and tests this line, right? Because if it retests this line, going to buy here, right? But this is not financial advice. This is what I'm doing. But these are all the spots that I'm pretty much buying. Because no matter what, right, buying all these spots, you're still up. Because if it comes back to here, right, you just made all this profit. You understand? So that's pretty much what I'm looking at. So if we look at Pulsex is pretty much doing the same exact thing as PulseChain. Same thing, created a higher low. Now we're looking to see if we can come and hold this area, which is right here. Can we hold this 1878? Actually, hang on. Can we hold this area? So we broke this, came back, supported it, bounced off of it. Now this is just a slight pullback. If we can hold this and break this high, which is right here, which we almost did. We break this, we can come back up, and we can pretty much come back up and retest this, which is right here. But even this is still a good buy because I got in with PulseChain and Pulsex all here. This is where I got in, right here, during the consolidation period, because this is just all consolidation, right? You could have pulled back. I should have got in here, but I didn't. Now if we come back up here, test here, I'm gonna possibly get in here. Come back up here, test here, I'm gonna get in here. Same thing, because even if you got in here, you're still going to be up when it comes back up here. If it comes back up here, I don't know. Not financial advice. But you're going to make all this. Boom. But PulseChain still have huge upsides. I want to see how they perform during the bull market. Definitely, especially PulseChain, because of the simple fact it is a layer 1. And on top of it, it is a cheaper layer 1 compared to its other counterparts, aka Ethereum. Binance is not too bad. I don't really use any other layer 1s like Polygon. I really don't use Polygon too much. Solana I don't really use. Optimism, Avalanche, I don't really use any of those other ones. But Optimism, I know Optimism is pretty cheap, but Optimism really doesn't use, just like what I said. I don't really see too much volume on it. There's really not too many there's really nothing crazy on Optimism. You know what I mean? The reason why I got into PulseChain is because of the whole Richard Hart, Pulsex, Hex, right? And just cheaper fees. But yeah, let me know what you guys are doing. Pulsex, my little strategy on Pulsex is I have about 10 million Pulsex right now. I'm gonna try to get that up to 100 million too. I want to have about 100 million plus in both Pulsex and PulseChain, and then from there just keep just DCCing. Like as long as you're DCCing in here, right? You're still up. Like you're still up. Even if you got in here, technically you're still up. Like yeah, the chart is down, but this is only from May to November. Like it's only been 5 months. Hasn't even been a full year with this project. You know what I mean? And this project hasn't even been through a bull cycle, right? This project got released during a bear market with a lot of these other crypto projects. So I will definitely want to see how they perform during a bull cycle. But yeah, let me know what you guys are doing. All right. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.